Let me go to David real quick. Let me see what. Let me get a guy in the building. You feel me? Let me get a guy in the building. See if he answers. My guy.
Hey, hey.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I can't complain. Where you at? Were you cold?
Yeah, no, I'm at work right now. I'm wearing my brand.
Oh,
so I just wanted to...
okay. I was like, it's kind of hot lately in places. I don't know where you live. That's why I'm like, maybe it's cold where you at.
Right. Well, first of all, I wanted to say thank you. A friend of mine, Anthony Walker, B is for Black Wealth. He's an author. He sent me one of your videos where you did a 1-minute cap cut tutorial.
Yeah.
And basically my photography and camera business has been able to just be like, yeah, I'm an editor too, because I just edit full-time on CapCut now. So
there you go. Look at that. Look, shout out to you. Come on.
Sure. So I wanted to ask you, the real question I wanted to ask you was about keeping like a good attitude or enjoying the process in regard to the competitive nature of what we do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I catch myself feeling ripped off or a stolen idea, or, you know, people using the same color captions. Now I'm a caption nut. So I see someone using captions. I'm like, hey, you know, and I wanted to ask you about keeping a good attitude in the Shark Tank of the Hollywood element of content creation.
So instantly you got to think like there isn't really competition, right? The reason why I say that is because how we do things is going to be different. And people will look at our stuff and copy it because they don't have a style yet. You feel me? So that's what already makes us different. And I tend not to think that I have any kind of competition because of that. Like we're both uniquely made. So the way that I may go about CapCut is going to be different than the way you go about CapCut. We're going to use the same platform. You feel me? We may know the same foundation, but there's some things, whether it's the color grade, whether it is the font that I'm using for the, you know, the captions, whether it is some transitions that I may put into it, whatever that I may use the 3D effect, you may not, right? It makes us different instantly. So I'm just more focused on how do I help the one person that this is for, right? Which one turns into many, but that one person I'm here this for. And if anybody else is trying to figure out my style, please do, because in the next couple of days, I'm already working on the next style. I'm already working on how to elevate this, that, and the third. So like, hence why styles, whether from the way that I create content, whether the way from I teach, is always going to be different. So for you, you just have to be in that mindset of like, yeah, there are other people out there. Cool. Right? But I have to concentrate on how I do things, because how I do things is for my audience. And even though I would like a wider audience, I'm not trying to steal their audience per se. They may come to me because they like the way I do things. Because the second that we start doing that, that competition type thing, now we're looking at their stuff and how do we take their stuff and put it into ours so we can stay competitive. Like, they're here because they're doing this. Let me go do exactly the same thing. And it's like, nah, now you're just being them instead of just being who you are. So I would instantly just change that on something like, I'm not really into, I'm just here to master my craft. Right. And by me mastering my craft, I'm going to get the clients that I'm supposed to get, right? And that I deserve to get based off the work ethic that I have.
Yeah. Okay. And two quick ones, but basically I catch myself right now. I'm catching myself, I guess the attitude and the heart behind, you know, continuing on. Like, okay, somebody asked about investors. I'm catching myself at a point where I'm just investing in myself.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit, I don't know if it's resentful or just kind of like discouraged, but I'm almost like shutting down the opportunity for investors. I'm like, you know what? I'm independent, and it took me so long to get here. I don't even want to share the pie no more. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really need,
That's fine.
you know, I have been taken to another financial level than I was. You know, I'm finally thriving instead of just surviving. But I catch myself still needing to prepare humble pitches of how, like, look, I'm the real deal. My company's the real deal. Maybe invest in me. But maybe you could just speak into, like, that's the biggest insecurity factor. That's the most uncomfortable, is talking to somebody who doesn't see it yet. And I'm like, bro, I know you've seen my stuff, or I know, why do I have to explain myself? Or, yeah, approaching investors is a big problem. You know, it's awkward. It creates, I guess I don't know. Yeah. How do you approach potential investors, or, you know?
So for you personally, because I could tell you that, but are you in the state of, like, true ownership? I just want to do this on my own, rock out for a minute. Because if that's the case, it doesn't even matter about investors. Like, go do that until you hit that peak of, yo, I need to scale. Like, I need to scale, and I need to pick strategic partners that is not necessarily going to own my stuff, but that we could do this together. And it's a very mutual agreement from a percentage wise or whatever it is, right? So if you're in that phase of, like, yo, I'm going to do the solo dolo, I'm investing in myself, I'm investing back in my company, I'm not in a phase where I'm tapped out for money, and I don't feel like I've hit that ceiling per se. Of course, we all want to scale, but I haven't hit that ceiling just yet to where I'm like, okay, I need to do this more with, then concentrate on that, because I'll say this, our pride will get in between that, of like really pitching the way we need to pitch to investors, because we're like, yo, how do you not know? Like, I've been doing this. Like, what are you talking about? Right? So you have to create your own table for right now, and that's okay. If you're saying, yo, I'm cool with investors, like, then you have to get out of the mindset of, it's not about, we have to act as if no one knows us. Like, if I see somebody, like, I don't act like they know me. Like, you got to keep that kind of humble situation of, like, look, this is what I do, boom, 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 and say it with confidence and keep it moving.
Right. Okay, for sure. Last question. How has working with E.T., the hip hop preacher, you know, been unique maybe or helped you grow? Because I know he's a very unique individual. His videos, I feel, steered me in a different path. Like in 2013, 2012, I was obsessed with the Thank God It's Monday. Yeah, he's definitely how has that inspired or motivated you, you know? Because I know it's not like working for anybody else. No. That's pretty unique.
It's definitely not. I think for me, it's helped me understand serving people, right? He became the #1 motivational speaker by serving, right? Does he have different programs and everything like that? Absolutely. But people know of him for when other people were charging to hear the rest of the speech, he was giving it out for free, right? And so that I see the power of community and the loyalty that his fans have for him because he does that. I took that and I was like, you know what? It's about being a servant, because our brands aren't for us, it's for the people. So if I just give what I need to do based off what I've learned, what I've experienced and everything like that, I'm here to build that community rather than necessarily get a check, right? Because the check will come, the cash will come if I'm able to serve the people the way they need to be served. So that's something that I've definitely learned just being under the tutelage of E, and it's helped me blow up my whole brand.
Yep, that's what's up. Well, thanks very much. I'm gonna buy that 90% off.
Come on. Come on, I need you in the community. So when you have other questions, I can answer it super quick.
All right, cool. Appreciate you.
I got you. All right.